the sun, we shared the shade, and all the simple ways we stayed. We never carved it into stone, just let the days be ours alone. No promises, no need to last. We love the moment, not the past. And I still hold it, not to ache, but like the stillness of a lake. Not reaching back, not moving fast, just letting all the soft drift last. You're not a wound, you're not a flame, you're just a place that stays the same. And I don't cry for what it was, I only smile as it was. We didn't need a final scene, some things are best just left unseen. Like fading songs and morning light, they slip away but still feel right. You didn't leave and I don't stay, we simply went our quiet way. And now I find you in the breeze, in moments only I still see. But I still hold it, not to ache, like shadows dancing on a lake. Not reaching out, not holding tight, just letting go with something light. You're not a ghost, you're not a name, you're just a feeling that remains. And I don't need to say, because you meant to know as it was. Not every love is built to stay, some bloom and gently float away. But still they live in little things, like quiet songs the evening brings. So I still keep it, not to mourn, but like the hush before the dawn. No tear to shed, no dream to chase, just knowing it had its place. You're not a loss, you're not undone, you were a soft and fleeting sun. And in my chest, that's all it does, it softly stays as it was. We never said what this should mean. We lived it slow, we kept it clean. No heavy words, no distant plans, just borrowed days and open hands. You smiled like you already knew that something real can still pass through. Without a storm, without a sound, just gently floating to the ground. And I don't carry you in pain, you're not a loss, you're not a stain. You're like the light before the rain, a soft goodbye that still remains. I don't replay what couldn't stay, but in the quiet you still stay. Not as a wound, not as a fire, but as a breath I still admire. There was no ending, just a fade, like all the colors summer made. We didn't break, we just grew still and left the space for time to fill. Now every now and then you shine between the still here on softer nights, not as a flame, not as desire, but as a calm I still admire. Some love is just a gentle part that lingers softly in the heart. No need to speak, no need to show. It lives in places silence grows. And I don't carry you in pain. You're not a ghost, you're not a name. You're just the hush before the day, the part of me that chose to stay. No need for more, no need for why. You were the truth I can't deny. Kept not in sorrow, not in fire, but in the quiet I still admire.
You held my hand like it was air, not too tight, just soft and fair. No promises we had to keep, just quiet hearts that didn't speak. We met like morning meets the dew, brief and bright then fading through. But I still feel you now and then, like sunlight where the shade has been. And I don't wish to change a thing. You were a song I let you sing, not meant to last, but meant to be a quiet part that stays in me. No need to chase, no need to cry. Some love just waves a soft goodbye. And though you slowly slipped away, some things don't leave, some things stay. We never carved it into stone. We let it live, then let it go. You were a season, calm and brief, a page that turned without a grief. And now I pass the places where we used to sit, we used to care. There's no ache, just something still, a gentle space you sometimes fill. And I don't wish to change a thing. You were a light one time in spring, not meant to burn, just meant to shine for one soft chapter in my mind. No need to hold, no need to try. Some love just waves a soft goodbye. And though the color fades to gray, some things don't leave, some things stay. I don't replay it every night, I don't pretend we had it right. But when the world gets quiet and slow, you're still the peace I used to know. So I don't need to speak your name or light a fire from a flame. You were enough, and that was true. And part of me still walks with you, not in the way that makes me fall, but like a breeze I can't recall. And though you slowly slipped away, some things don't leave, some things stay.
never mind to hold too tight, like morning mist in borrowed light. We never asked the days to stay, just shared a glance, then looked away. You laughed like it was all a dream. I smiled and floated in between the words we said. The words we said, the ones we knew, would fade before the season flew. But I don't wish it turned out more. It was enough, just as before. You came and left like songs in air, still echoing though you're not there. No need to frame what couldn't last. I keep you like a fading past, a quiet spark in softer weather, a light that lingers not forever. We talked in silence, eyes and hands, no future drawn, no big demands. But even now when night is slow, I feel the way your presence glowed. We never said what this could be, and maybe that set both of us free. But something kind still gently stays inside the folds of yesterday. And I don't wish it turned out more. It was enough, just as before. No promises, no bitter ends, just something warm that time defends. I don't replay it out of fear, I hold it close but never near. A quiet fire, a fading tether, a light that lingers not forever. Some love is made to drift like snow, soft and silent as it goes. And though the ground is bare and wide, there's still a hush it leaves inside. So I won't try to bring you back or write the words our story lacked. You were a breath, a passing song that left its tune, then moved along. No tears to fall, no need to sever. You're just a light that lingers, not forever. You never said we'd make it far. I never asked you who we are. But in the way you touched my sleeve, I found a place I didn't need to leave. We didn't chase what wouldn't stay, just watch the light fade into gray. And even now, with time between, you're somewhere soft inside of me. I don't try to bring it back, don't rewind the faded track, but I still smile at how it was. The quiet nights, the gentle us. No regrets, no words to say, just a love that slipped away. And quietly I keep us there in the hush of midnight air. You were warmth in passing rain, a simple joy I can't explain. We never fought to make it stay, and that's why it still feels okay. You held my hand, then let it go, like leaves that fall but never show the weight they had, the peace space they gave before they found a place to fade. I don't try to bring it back, don't rewrite the love we lacked, but I still trace it in the blue of mornings that remind me of you. No goodbyes, no final scene, just a pause in what might have been. And quietly I keep us near in the spaces no one hears. Some things aren't meant to grow, but they still bloom before they go. And even if the colors drain, the shape of love can still remain. I don't need to speak your name, it never left, it never changed. Still a whisper in my chest, where the softer truths can rest. You were a light I didn't chase, but you lit a sacred place. And quietly I keep us whole in the corners of my soul.
We never talked about forever, we just let the moment be. Felt like summer held together by the space between you and me. No promises, no broken lines, just your laugh at 10:30. And the way our hands would find each other, then let go again. And I don't want it back, I just wanna know it mattered. Like a dream that fades to black, but leaves your chest a little shattered. Not in pain, just in the quiet, where the softest echoes stay. I still hold us in the silence of the time we had that slipped away. We were stars in borrowed sky, never asked to make it last, but there's beauty in goodbye when you know it's not your last. You're a page I never folded, but I've read 100 times. Still intact, though gently faded, in some peaceful part of mine. And I don't want it back, I just wanna know it mattered. Like a breeze across the past that leaves the curtains slightly scattered. Not in grief, just in remembering what was soft and sweet and true. I still carry quiet evenings that I once spent next to you. No fire, no fall, no blame to claim, just two hearts never meant to stay. And that's the kind of tender flame I choose again, then walk away. So I don't chase the days we lost, but I keep them safe and slow, like the warmth behind the frost, or a song I used to know. Not in pain, just in the quiet, where old lights still softly play. I still love us in the silence of the time we had, and let it stay.
We never called it love out loud, but But I think we knew somehow the way your hand fit into mine, like a thought we never had to write. The sunsets didn't ask for more, just quiet footsteps on the shore. And though the days have lost their sound, I still feel them walking round. We were almost something true, not forever, but we knew. Some things don't need to stay to find a home along the way. And I don't need to say it all. Some love is meant to be small, held in silence, soft and slow, in the places only I still go. You were never mine to lose, like a song that slips right through, but hums beneath the noise of now, a faded light I still allow. We were almost something true, not forever, but we knew. Some things just gently pass and leave a warmth that always lasts. I don't need to trace the end. You were never just a friend. You were something quietly folded deep inside of me. No need for photographs or names. The feeling stays, though not the same. And if you wonder where you went, you're still somewhere in what I meant.
You were a light through morning curtains. I was quiet, just 16. No grand plans or final verses, just the spaces in between. We would walk like time was borrowed, never said too much too loud. Every smile a fleeting shadow, every heartbeat soft and proud. We knew seasons change their color, even sunshine learns to fade. But we danced like it was summer, even standing in the shade. And I never tried to hold it, like the sky can't hold the rain. Just let each moment fold itself into the corners of my brain. You're folded in my mind, like pages worn with time, not torn, not gone, just resting there, like songs that fill a quiet air. We didn't need to last, to leave a mark that lasts. Some
but never reckless. Shared our thoughts in open skies. There were moments small and weightless, like the way you closed your eyes. No confessions, no forever, just the warmth of being near. Now the days blur into never, but your voice is still so clear. I don't miss you in the aching, not the kind that begs to stay, but in stillness when I'm waking, you return in your own way. Not a ghost and not a shadow, just a flicker in the room, like a song I used to follow that still hums a gentle tune. I don't hold on just to feel, but I keep the parts that healed. Not the ending, not the fight, just the way we felt that night. It was real and it was light, still in the quiet, out of sight. Some things aren't made to last, they stay clearer in the past. And I don't need you here to know you were part of how I go. I don't reach out, don't rewind, but you live in quiet signs, like the wind across the lake, or the way old records break, soft and fading but not gone. You were a light that I looked upon. So I carry what we were, not in sorrow, just in blur, in the hush where echoes stay. You're a memory I let stay.
We didn't chase forever down, we let it flow, we let it drown. You held my hand, the light was gold, a quiet truth we didn't hold. No promises, no final scene, just moments soft and in between, like summer rain that never stayed, but left the earth a certain way. And I still see us in the silence, not in pain, just in the hush. You were never mine to carry, but you left a kind of hush. No fireworks, no heavy ending, just a warmth that time forgot. You still live in fading colors, in the still of who we were and who we're not. I passed the street where you would smile. It's been empty for a while, but sometimes light will hit just right and bring your laughter back to life. I don't rewind, I don't regret. Some love is quiet when it's left. You taught me how to let things be and still keep part of you and me. So I still see us in the
forms beneath the years. It doesn't break, it disappears. Like light that lingers after dark, still glowing soft inside the heart. And I still hold you in the quiet, like a whisper I once knew. You were never meant to stay here, but a part still lingers through. Not a fire, not a burden, just a piece I won't discuss. You still live in fading colors in the still of us. We didn't say much, but we didn't need to. The way you looked at me told the truth. It wasn't made to last, we knew. But still I gave the best of youth. A hand held softly on the train, a name I whispered in the rain. Not meant to grow, not meant to fight, but beautiful in borrowed light. And I don't miss you like a fire, don't ache for what we could have been. You were a quiet, fleeting choir that sang then vanished in the wind. No tear to fall, no wrong to right, just something sweet we left in light. You're in the spaces time forgot, the songs we shared, the parking lot, the little notes we never said, still echo soft inside my head. No sharp goodbye, no heavy close. You faded like the evening glows. And though you're gone, you're still not gone. You hum beneath my quiet songs. And I don't miss you with regret, I miss you like a fading hue, like something warm the heart won't let completely go, completely lose. I don't rewind, I don't rewrite, but I still keep what we left in light. Some loves don't ask to be held tight, they simply pass, then feel just right, and leave behind a breath, a trace, a silent room, still shaped like grace. So I don't mourn what slipped away. You were not meant for me to own, but still I smile on certain days when light feels soft and I'm alone. No need to hold, no need to fight. You're gently kept in fading light. We never never said the word forever, but I remember how it felt. 2 coffee cups, a folded sweater, the way your smile just slowly melted. We didn't ask for more than moments, just let the light fall where it may. Some stories never seek an ending, they just drift out and slip away. But I still keep you in the quiet, not in sorrow, not in flame, just a soft and simple silence that still trembles at your name. No grand goodbye, no reason spoken, no need to fix what never broke, just a quiet kind of love that still lives in the smoke. You left like rain that stops at midnight, no thunder, no regret to trace, and all we were is now a feeling that lingers gently in its place. Right past the bench where we were laughing, the breeze still dances through the trees. You're not a ghost, just something softer that time decided not to keep. So I still keep you in the quiet, not to ache and not to yearn, but like pages slightly faded of a book, I still return. No firework, no final curtain, no bitter words we never spoke, just a quiet kind of love that still lives in the smoke. Some love is just a passing song, it doesn't shout, it doesn't stay long. But hums beneath the life I live, a part of me I chose to give. And I still keep you in the quiet, where the noise can't touch your name, where the past feels light and honest, and I carry none of the blame. You were never mine to borrow, but you were true the time you showed, just a quiet kind of love that I still quietly hold. We never made a vow to keep, no whispered dreams, no restless sleep. You were the light through autumn leaves, gone before I thought to grieve. We didn't speak of what might be, just let it flow, just let it breathe. And though you're far from where I stand, you're still a warmth I understand. And I won't chase what slipped away, it wasn't lost, it just won't stay. You were a song without a name, that faded slow but left a flame. Not something loud, not something loud, just a quiet kind of proud to say I loved you in that space. that softly brushes blue. You held my hand, then let it fall. But I still feel it after all. We didn't break, we didn't bend, we only reached a gentle end. And in the hush between the years, you're still a voice I sometimes hear. And I don't cry for what we lost, and never asked to pay that cost. You were the stillness in the rain, a fleeting joy I can't explain. Not something held, not something weighed, just a memory that stayed. I never asked for more than this, a quiet past I still don't miss. And though the colors start to blur, I know how real the moments were. You didn't stay, but that's okay. You softly faded in your way. So I won't write you into pain. You were the calm, not the refrain. You lived like breath and slipped from sight, but left me full of gentle light. No need to fight, no need to prove. You were enough, just passing through. And all I keep is what was true, a quiet love that once knew you. We never needed anything but quiet steps in early spring. The way your eyes would catch the light, like morning sun that never tried. You weren't a promise I could keep, just something warm I fell into deep. And even now, with time apart, you still live in the softer parts. And I don't wish to call you back or paint the white that's turned to black. You were a season, sweet and small, that knew just when to start and fall, not holding on, not making fuss, just knowing somewhere it's still us. You left like quiet songs decay, no sudden end, just slipped away. But every now and then I see the way you once looked back at me. No bitter taste, no heavy air, just echoes of the way you cared. A memory I never chased, but still return to, just in case. And I don't miss the way it was, I miss it gently, not because it hurt to end or went too soon, but 'cause it lived just like a tune that hums beneath the daily rush, a secret thought where it's still us. Some love was never meant to stay, but never really fades away. just moments wrapped in morning sun, and all the things we left undone. We didn't rush, we didn't try to paint forever in the sky. We simply breathed, and then we knew that some things fade but still feel true. I don't hold you out of sorrow, you're just the hush before tomorrow. The way the light looked on your face, a quiet love I can't replace. No tears, no need to drift away. I gave your memory a place it could stay. You smiled like it was all enough. No promises, no names for love. Just sitting close, not holding tight. Two passing hearts that shared one night. And even now, with time between, you live in thoughts that stay unseen. Not haunting me, not far, not near. Just soft and still, and always clear. I don't hold you out of sorrow, you're just a note beneath the echo. A gentle scene the years replay, that never asked to beg or stay. No need for more, no words to say. I gave your memory a place it could stay. Not every fire is meant to burn. Some love is light that doesn't yearn. It glows in silence, fades with grace, and leaves a warmth time won't erase. So I don't grieve, and I don't chase. You still exist in quiet space, not as a dream that slipped away, but as a truth that softly chose to fade. We never called it anything. No promises, no golden ring. You smiled like morning on my street, and I just followed soft and sweet. No need to say how long we'd stay. Some things just bloom and drift away. And though you vanished from my days, you're in the dust, light still remains. And I won't hold on out of pain. You're not a storm, you're not the rain. You're like a breeze that passed me through and left a calm that still feels true. I won't forget, I won't pretend. You weren't a start, you weren't an end. You're just a light gentle way. Not broken hearts, not bitter lines, just soft goodbyes between the signs. And now and then I hear that laugh in empty rooms and faded tracks. It doesn't ache, it doesn't plead, it's just a part that stayed with me. And I don't miss you like a wound, more like a half-remembered tune that plays when evening settles in and stirs the place where you have been. I don't regret, I don't replace the quiet shade you left in space. You were a chapter, softer summer, still folded in a quiet corner. Not all love is meant to last, but some still echo when they've passed. And though the world kept moving through, some silent parts still hum of you. So I don't wish for one more day. You left in such a gentle way. No need for more, no final thunder. You simply live in a quiet corner. We didn't write it in the sky. No vows, no need to ask why. You were just there like morning air, something true but light to bear. We held the silence like a song, too quiet to be right or wrong. You smiled and I just understood. Some things aren't meant but still feel good. And I won't call it love that slipped. It never broke, it never ripped. It faded like the morning light, not suddenly but soft and right. And I don't miss you like a flame, I miss you like a gentle name, still echoing in empty space. A memory I don't replace. We never tried to make it stay. We watched it slowly drift away. No bitter end, no final fight, just distance finding room for light. I walk alone where we once stood and feel the air, it still feels good. Not haunting me, not holding tight, just flickering in quieter nights. And I won't cry for what was real. It's something I still softly feel, like pages turned but never torn, like sunlight I recall each morn. You're not a ghost, not far or near, you're just a warmth I still keep here. No need to say what slipped away, place. We never needed promises, just afternoons and open skies. You smiled like the world stood still, and I believed it for a while. We never talked about the end, we never called it love out loud, but something warm was always there, in silent looks and drifting clouds. And I don't long to bring you back or write the words we never said, but in the hush of early light, you're still a thought inside my head. No ache, no tear, just something soft that time forgot to take away. You're not a ghost, you're just a feeling I've kept in the quiet days. We never chased what wouldn't stay, just let it fade like seasons do. Some love was never meant to grow, but it was real when shared with you. Now every now and then I pass the place we sat, the road we knew, and though the colors start to fade, the outlines still remember you. And I don't hold it like a weight, I wish we tried to make it last. Some things are meant to float away, believe a warmth that doesn't pass. No sorrow here, just something true that never asked for grand displays. You're not a loss, you're just a chapter I've kept in the quiet days. You don't belong to what went wrong, you're just a calm I carry on. Not in the noise, not in the flame, but in the stillness of your name. So I don't chase what's out of reach or wish for more than what we made. You were a light, a fleeting song that gently chose to drift and fade, but you remain in subtle ways, a part of me I don't erase. You're not forgotten, you're just cherished and kept in the quiet days. There was sunlight in your laughter, there were secrets in your eyes. We would talk like it was forever, under lazy painted skies. You would hum that song from nowhere, I would write it down too late, not to save it, just to keep it in the quiet hands of fate. We were never good at keeping never needed to explain, just held the silence in the rain. You laughed like nothing ever ends, but we both knew how stillness bends. No lines were drawn, no hearts were torn, we simply faded with the dawn. And I still keep you somewhere quiet, not in sorrow, not in sound, just in flashes, soft and silent, where the past still circles round. You were never mine to carry, but you stayed like evening air, not forgotten, not held tightly, just still somewhere. You were a pause between the noise, a kind of calm, a softer voice. We never said what we would be, and that was always enough for me. No sudden end, no need to try. We let it go, but not goodbye. And I still keep you somewhere quiet, not in pages, not in pain, just in echoes still unwritten, like the space after your name. You were never meant to linger, but you live in morning light. Not a ghost, just something tender that once felt right. Some love isn't meant to grow, it finds a place and softly goes, but leaves a trace beneath the skin of where we end and where we've been. So I still keep you somewhere quiet, where the years can't interfere. No regret, just gentle memory of the days when you were here. Not a shadow, not a fire, but a calm I sometimes wear. Not forgotten, not unfinished, just still somewhere. You came like rain on quiet streets, no need for words, no need to speak. We shared the sun, we shared the shade, and all the simple ways we stayed. We never carved it into stone, just let the days be ours alone. No promises, no need to last. We love the moment, not the past. And I still hold it, not to ache, but like the stillness of a lake. Not reaching back, not moving fast, just letting all the soft drift last. You're not a wound, you're not a flame, you're just a place that stays the same. And I don't cry for what it was, I only smile as it was. We didn't need a final scene, some things are best just left unseen, like fading songs and morning light. Just letting go is something light. You're not a ghost, you're not a name. You're just a feeling that remains. And I don't need to say because you meant to know as it was. Not every love is built to stay. Some bloom and gently float away, but still they live in little things, like quiet songs the evening brings. So I still keep it, not to mourn, but like the hush before the dawn. No tear to shed, no dream to chase, just knowing it had its place. You're not a loss, you're not undone. You were a soft and fleeting sun, and in my chest, that's all it does. It softly stays as it was. We never said what this should mean. We lived it slow, we kept it clean. No heavy words, no distant plans, just borrowed days and open hands. You smiled like you already knew that something real can still pass through. Without a storm, without a sound, just gently floating to the ground. And I don't carry you in pain. You're not a loss, you're not a stain. You're like the light before the rain, a soft goodbye that still remains. I don't replay what couldn't stay, but in the quiet you still stay. Not as a wound, not as a fire, but as a breath I still admire. There was no ending, just a fade, like all the colors summer made. We didn't break, we just grew still and left the space for time to fill. Now every now and then you shine between the corners of my mind, not haunting me, not holding tight, just flickering in quiet light. And I don't carry you in pain. You're not a loss, you're not a chain. You're like a line in some refrain that plays and passes sweet and plain. I don't regret, I don't rewrite, but you're still here on softer nights. Not as a flame, not as desire, but as a calm I still admire. Some love is just a gentle part that lingers softly in the heart. No need to speak, no need to show. It lives in places silence grows. And I don't care